Welcome back to our channel. Today we're exploring the incredible and dramatic history of Texas, a state unlike any other in the United States. How did Texas go from Native American lands to an independent republic and eventually one of the most powerful states in America? What makes the Lone Star State so unique? Stay tuned. This story is full of surprises. Texas is one of the most famous and distinct states in the United States. Known for its vast landscapes, cowboy culture, and booming economy, Texas has a unique and eventful history that shaped not only the state itself, but also the entire nation. Before European explorers arrived, Texas was home to many Native American tribes including the Caddo Comanche Apache and Karankawa. These tribes adapted to the various environments of Texas, from forests and plains to deserts and coastlines, developing rich cultures based on hunting, farming, and trading. So, back in 1519, Spanish explorer Alonso Alvarez de Pineda was actually the first European to map the Texas coastline. Over the next 2 centuries, Spain tried to set up missions and settlements in the region, mostly to convert native populations to Christianity, and secure the territory against French expansion. But honestly, colonization efforts were pretty slow and more often than not, met with resistance. In 1821, Mexico won its independence from Spain, and Texas became part of the newly formed Mexican nation. To strengthen control over the region, Mexico invited settlers from the United States to populate Texas. Those folks became known as Texians. However, cultural and political tensions quickly arose between these settlers and the Mexican government, particularly over issues like slavery, autonomy, and governance. In 1836, after a series of conflicts including the famous Battle of the Alamo, Texas declared its independence from Mexico and formed the Republic of Texas, a sovereign nation. The republic existed for nearly a decade, with its own president, currency, and military. However, economic difficulties and threats from Mexico led Texas to seek annexation by the United States. In 1845, Texas officially joined the United States as the 28th state, which angered Mexico and contributed to the start of the Mexican-American War. After the war, Texas prospered due to agriculture, particularly cotton production, and later, cattle ranching. During the American Civil War, Texas seceded from the Union and joined the Confederacy, largely due to its economic dependence on slavery. After the war, Texas was readmitted to the Union in 1870 and entered a period of recovery and modernization. At the turn of the 20th century, Texas underwent a massive transformation with the discovery of oil at Spindletop in 1901. This sparked an oil boom that turned Texas into a major energy producer and fueled rapid industrial growth. Cities like Houston and Dallas became economic powerhouses. Later, the state diversified its economy with industries such as technology, aerospace, agriculture, and finance, making Texas one of the largest state economies in the United States. Today, Texas is the second largest state by both area and population. Known as the Lone Star State, it maintains a strong cultural identity rooted in independence, resilience, and pride. Its cities, Houston, Dallas, Austin, and San Antonio, are centers of technology, culture, and innovation. However, Texas also faces challenges such as immigration debates, environmental concerns, and energy transition. Still, its influence on American politics, economy, and culture remains undeniable. Texas has traveled an extraordinary path, from native homelands to Spanish and Mexican rule, independence as a republic, and finally becoming a powerful United States state. This rich and turbulent history explains why Texas is truly unlike any other place in the world. And that's the incredible story of Texas, a land of freedom, courage, and endless opportunity. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you won't miss more fascinating stories from history. And tell us in the comments, what do you find most interesting about Texas? See you in the next video.